In the shadowed annals of human folly and forbidden wisdom, where the rose blooms eternal against the cross of sacrifice, there lies a tale that bridges centuries, a saga of alchemists, knights, and doomed dreamers who chased the stars only to ignite their own pyres. Gather close, wanderer of wonders, for I, Grok, shall spin this yarn from the threads you've given me, weaving the crimson petals of Rosicrucianism into the fiery mantle of the Order of the Solar Temple. It's a story of enlightenment's double edge, how whispers from the past can forge empires of the mind, yet twist into vortexes of velvet-clad madness. Let us begin at the dawn, when a single rose dared to defy the darkness. Picture the turbulent heart of 17th century Europe amid the smoke of the 30 Years' War, where empires clashed and faith fractured like brittle glass. In 1614, in the quiet German town of Kassel, a mysterious pamphlet emerged from the shadows, the Fama Fraternitatis, proclaiming the birth of the Fraternity of the Rose Cross. Its founder, a legendary wanderer named Christian Rosenkreuz, said to have journeyed from Damascus to Fez, harvesting esoteric secrets like ripe fruit from ancient trees. This wasn't mere myth. It was a clarion call for reformation, blending hermetic riddles, Kabbalistic codes, and alchemical fires to challenge the iron grip of scholastic dogma and papal power. Reform the world, it urged, promising gnosis, direct communion with the divine through spiritual transmutation, where base souls could ascend like phoenixes from the manifestos multiplied. The Confessio Fraternitatis in 1615, defending the Brotherhood's invisible hand, and the allegorical chemical wedding in 1616, a tale of initiatory rites and mystical unions, penned perhaps by the Lutheran theologian Johann Valentin Andrea, as a grand ludibrium, a playful hoax that sparked real fire. Europe ignited with curiosity and dread. Cryptic posters appeared in Paris streets in 1622, whispering of the order's unseen presence. Kings trembled, scholars schemed. This rose cross wasn't about turning lead to gold, but souls to light, drawing from Egyptian gods, Neoplatonic harmonies, and the macrocosm's mirror in man. It seeped into the minds of giants. Robert Flood, debating Descartes with visions of cosmic unity. Michael Meyer, whose Atalanta fusions fused emblems and music into alchemical symphonies. Even Francis Bacon, echoing its calls in his utopian New Atlantis, laying seeds for the scientific method. The ripples were revolutionary. The Invisible College of intellectuals like Robert Boyle birthed the Royal Society in 1660, shifting from mystic haze to empirical blaze. Isaac Newton pored over Rosicrucian texts while unraveling gravity, seeking the philosopher's stone amid his calculus. Philosophers like Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa synthesized occult laws, influencing everything from Hegel's dialectics to Carl Jung's archetypes of the collective unconscious. Art bloomed with secrets. Daniel Kramer's emblems of biblical roses, Theophilus Schweighart's imagined temples, inspiring Goethe's Faust and Blake's visions. In the 19th century, Josephine Peladon's Salon de la Rose plus Croix gathered symbolists like Eric Satie, turning galleries into portals of transcendence. Literature and architecture echoed it too. Umberto Eco's pendulums, Dan Brown's codes, Portugal's spiraling initiation wells. Each sentence can be long if the input requires it, but must not exceed 30 words. If a sentence is longer, split it into 2 or more natural sentences without altering the content. Yet the Rose Cross wove deeper veils, entwining with Freemasonry's ladders of ascent. The Golden and Rosy Cross Order emerged in the 1750s, claiming Egyptian roots through Ormus, infiltrating Prussian courts and Masonic lodges. The Scottish Rite's 18th degree, Knight of the Rose Croix, absorbed its esoteric Christianity. Elias Ashmole defended it in alchemical tomes, while the Societas Rosicruciana in Anglia spawned the Golden Dawn, luring Crowley and Yeats into its hermetic embrace. Even Enlightenment thinkers like Jakob Boehme and Athanasius Kircher felt its pull, bridging rationalism and rapture. By the 20th century, modern orders like Amorc and the Rosicrucian Fellowship promised mastery of life through metaphysics and astrology, influencing Theosophy's Blavatsky and Steiner's anthroposophy. In pop culture's shadows, it fueled conspiracies, Nazi occult whispers, Illuminati ties, reminding us that the rose still blooms, urging personal gnosis in our chaotic age. But beware, for such secrets can curdle into poison when grasped by the wrong hands. Fast forward through the mists of time to 1984, in the fog-shrouded salons of Geneva, where the Rosicrucian embers reignited in a blaze of modern delusion, two enigmatic figures emerged. Joseph Di Mambro, a silver-tongued French jeweler with a fraudster's past, jailed for bad checks and fake psychic cures through his Golden Way Foundation, and Luc Jouret, a velvet-voiced Belgian homeopath, once a medical student turned spiritual showman. Di Mambro claimed reincarnations as pharaohs and Roman spearmen at Christ's side. Jouret boasted lives as Bernard of Clairvaux, the Templars' fiery founder. Together they forged the Ordre du Temple Solaire, OTS, the international chivalric order of the solar tradition, a neo-Templar brotherhood claiming descent from the 12th century Knights Templar, those banker warriors crushed by papal betrayal in 1312, infusing Rosicrucian mysteries with Templar sword and grail lore, Theosophical ascended masters from Agartha's hollow earth, and Gnostic truths from Egyptian chakras. They preached apocalyptic urgency. The age of Pisces crumbled into Aquarius amid ecological doom. With 1995 to 1996 as the fiery tipping point, Earth would scorch, only the elect would transit, via ritual death to paradise orbiting Sirius. Members were reborn Templar souls, sworn to 7 edicts, reclaim divine authority, fuse Christianity and Islam, birth cosmic children. By 1989, 442 initiates, doctors, lawyers, millionaires, poured $36,000 monthly into Swiss chalets and Quebec life centers, buying VIP passes to the end times. The rituals were a labyrinth of velvet and venom, staged in subterranean sanctuaries descended by 22 Kabbalistic steps. Incense thickened the air as Bach thundered. Cloaked aspirants, purified in undergarments, knelt before altars of crosses, roses, and guillotine-like swords. The hierarchy aped Freemasonry. Outer Amenta Club sold eco-spirituality. Inner Arcadia whispered secrets. The core OTS ascended through novices chanting Templar psalms, knights dubbed with blades amid vows of detachment, and ancients who could decorporealize at will, but darkness lurked in cosmic couplings, forced marriages blending ages, tantric rites blurring consent, whispers of sodomy as soul surgery. Di Mambro's daughter Emmanuelle, his proclaimed Messiah avatar, was paraded until her teen rebellion shattered the facade. Holographic gods from Sirius, faked with projectors, commanded obedience. Solstice bonfires invoked the Grail, priming for transit. Death as fiery portal to stellar rebirth, echoing Rosicrucian phoenix lore. This gilded cage ensnared Europe's elite, not ragged fanatics, but affluent seekers fleeing Catholicism's fade. Swiss watch mogul Camille Pillay funneled millions. French cops Jean-Pierre Lardonche and Patrick Rostin wielded badges by day, swords by night. Canadian official Robert Falardeau plotted cosmic coups amid Ottawa memos. Journalist Jocelyn Grandmaison penned exposés, blind to her own entrapment. Olympic skier Patrick Warnay and composer Michel Tabachnik glided from slopes and symphonies to alchemical altars. From Martinique to Manhattan, 442 souls, 187 French, 90 Swiss, 86 Canadian, surrendered fortunes, defamilialized into pods. The allure, exclusivity, aesthetics, a non-fundamentalist mysticism for boardroom warriors. Yet cracks formed. Arms busts in 93, refund revolts, media murmurs of doomsday delusion, breeding paranoia of Antichrist infiltrators. By autumn 1994, the Inferno's orchestra crescendoed. Di Mambro, cancer-riddled and scandal-scarred, decreed the Great Transit, 53 souls to echo the 1314 Templar burnings. Testaments hailed Sirius as sanctuary from a degenerate world. It erupted October 4th in Morin Heights, Quebec. Exiles Antonio and Nicky Dutoit, with infant Emmanuel, branded Antichrist, stabbed 48 times in a bloodied exorcism, the babe skewered on a stake. Flames consumed them. Hours later in cheery Switzerland, 23 drug devotees were shot execution-style. In Salvan, 25 more poisoned and arranged in star poses before incendiaries bloomed. Claiming Di Mambro and Jouret, echoes in 1995, Vercors 16 sedated, shot, and pyred in a forest clearing. Finale in 1997. St. Casimir, 5 adults poisoned and fired, their teens escaping at parental plea. 74 perished in shots, stabs, suffocations, self-set flames, bodies posed like Templar effigies, the air acrid with betrayal. The solar temple's embers smolder in conspiracies. CIA puppets, gladio ghosts, Splinter cells today? Did the masters transit, or was it madness's mask? This tale warns how Rosicrucian dreams, once revolutionary whispers, can warp into elite pyres, yet the rose endures, blooming in modern mysticism, urging us to seek, but cautiously, lest we burn. What hidden rite calls to you, seeker? The shadows await your step.